well, especially for mileage. I got to take a 34 here in a couple hours. If they let me keep this low through the 34, it'll put me at around 3,600 miles for the week. So that's pretty good. Still think the program's doing good. Don't have really any complaints. Still trying to get that tire issue I had my first week. They ended up taking it out of my check this week. So I've been talking to Robert and trying to get that all situated. That's really the only complaint I do have, is them reimbursing that is kind of been a hassle, but he's trying to, he has a lot of drivers to keep up with, and I'm sure it's not easy. So just being patient with that. But other than that, everything's going good. Getting a little better at the whole fueling, learning when to get fuel, when not to get fuel, stuff like that. But mileage is going great. Truck's doing great. Just waiting on my partner to get out here, or teammate, whatever you call him. They got like 51 days, I think, until he gets out here. So looking forward to that, running some good mileage. Us Xpress, they're still doing great. I really hardly hear from them at all, especially on the lease side. When you're a company driver, it's a little bit different. But as a lease side, I hardly ever hear from them. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to and doing your best, they leave you alone. Done. I can be impatient sometimes, so it's gonna be a long 3-4 years, but I'm sure it'll go by fast. If you would like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email at created it. I think it's USX driver, or USX lease purchase LP driver at gmail.com. Sorry. But yeah, if you have any questions about the company, about the program, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll answer the best of my ability. Even if you're looking into becoming a truck driver, if you have any questions about the lifestyle, what it's like out here on the road, that's what trucking is. Trucking's not a job. It's definitely it's a lifestyle. It changes your entire life. You're out here. If you're a company driver, you're going to be out for at least 3 weeks, especially if it's your first year. But companies usually at least 3 weeks. Some are even 4. Us Xpress, back when I was a company driver, it was at least 3 weeks out and like 2-3 days home, something like that. That's why I went lease purchase. You have more freedom. They suggest for lease purchase that you stay out at least 10 days. They say 10 to 14 days. You'll bring home between 12 and 1,400, which also that depends on mileage. Like this week should be a high thousands, maybe low 2,000s for me. And if your team, you do even better. I would suggest if you're going to become a lease purchase driver, definitely try to find you a teammate. That way you get more mileage, you pay the truck off faster. All around it's just better. Just make sure you get along with it really well. I got lucky to find one. One of my good buddies was looking for a career change, and he decided he wanted to come drive a truck. So he he has to go to school, and then he'll be out here with me. So once that time comes, he'll be also in videos, and we'll follow his progression through training. When I get him, I'll become a driver trainer. That way I can train him, and then he'll be already on the truck and then used to it and stuff. Used to how I do my routine and stuff like that. Because if you have a routine down driving a truck, from when you get to a shipper, when you get to a receiver, if you have a routine down, it's so much smoother, so much faster. You know what to do, when to do it, and how fast to do it. You have everything in order. It just goes so much smoother. Having everything organized. I have all my trips, my trip sheets and bill of ladings. I staple them together. They go in a binder that's categorized by the month. So the more organized you are, the easier it is, especially for a lease purchase owner operator. It's just easier to maintain and handle. That way, because you have so much stuff to keep up with too. I mean, tax stuff, mileage. I got lucky that my father made me an Excel sheet with different categories for fuel, mileage, empty mileage, the stuff that they hold out per mile, my truck payment, all that kind of stuff. He designed a sheet for me, sent it to me. That way I can plug in all those numbers, and it will automatically calculate everything for me immediately. So I know exactly how much I want to make per load and how much I'm going to bring home at the end of the week before I have to wait for my settlement sheets. So that's a pretty cool thing. If you're able to if you know how to do Excel, or you know somebody that does Excel really well, definitely have them get you one of those. Definitely helps. See anything else I can think of. Again, like other videos, I say just keep up with your truck. The faster you catch a problem, the less it's going to cost you. Downtime, which is money, and money in general, because you got to pay for it anyways. So the faster you catch something and get it fixed, the better off you're going to be. I've been lucky so far that nothing's been wrong with this truck, which is a 2020 point. It only had 340-something thousand miles, so it's not too bad. So I did talk to. Earlier in the week, I picked up a load from another lease purchase driver. He had a 2016 with almost 700,000 miles on his, and he was in the shop could be potentially a major repair. Some kind of sense box or some kind of sensor or something. The Freightliner technician told him it would probably cost him, if it's that part, they had to do tests and stuff. If it was that part, it was $14,000. So if you're looking to do lease purchase, personally, I would go for a newer truck with lower mileage. That way it gives you time. It's more payment, but it gives you time to build up your maintenance account. Excuse me. I think after this week I'll have about 1,000 in there in mine. You're looking at, depending on it all depends on miles. It's 9 cents per mile goes into your maintenance account. So like on this, I think it'll be like on this load, which I got this load from LA. Actually, it was Phoenix, going to pick up in LA, and then LA down to Ocala, Florida. So in all, it'll be like a 2,800 mile run, which is supposed to be a team run, but they had nobody to do it, so they asked me if I would do it, and which I got to take out at 34, and hopefully they leave it on me and don't let somebody come take it from me. But even if so, it'd still give me 2,800 miles or something for the week. And then I'll just finish out the week once I get done with my 34. But 9 cents per mile goes into your maintenance account. So I just personally think it's better to get a newer truck, not extremely new, but a newer. I guess it's 2020. So it's a couple years old, 2 years, or not even that. It's a year old, a year and a half old, whatever. So, but it all depends on you. I don't mind the little bit bigger payment. Mine's $649. I think the 17s are, I think, in the 5s, something like that. So it just depends on your personal preference. And the biggest thing is just take care of it. You got it every day. You got to remember it's your truck, and you have to fix it if you break something. I mean, if you're already on the road, you've seen all these trucks missing parts, and they just look like crap because they don't take care of their stuff. Which it's usually company drivers, but there's also owner operators that just don't take care of their crap, and they definitely don't fix it. They just leave it hanging off the truck or completely missing in general. Just so take pride in what you do and take care of your stuff. So I think that's about it. Like I said, if you would like and subscribe. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. It's usxlpdriver@gmail.com. Feel free to ask any questions, or give me, if you already out here, or your owner operator or whoever, you can give me advice. I love to learn stuff. It's another thing. If you're new to driving or thinking about driving, you're always going to be learning out here. This industry changes so much, so don't get butthurt when people try to give you advice or teach you something new. That maybe you know it, maybe you don't know it. Just don't be a butthole about it. If you do know it, just say thanks for the advice and go on about your day. That's one thing we need to treat each other with respect. We're all out here working, doing our best, or some of us are, I should say. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. So take pride in it, treat each other with respect, and be courteous. I'll make another video here in a couple of days. Yeah, like I said, like, subscribe,